Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of the title race. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday the leopard finally came out the tree. You all saw what you saw yesterday. Hussam singing the infamous song. The infamous, of course, song of what we're gonna do this season. Khalas, it's no point prolonging this BS any longer, ladies and gentlemen. We are out here. You get me? And yeah, this was my emotional speech last night. We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. And now you're gonna believe us. Now you're gonna believe us. Now you're gonna believe us. We're gonna win the league. This is a club that made me think that there is hope when we came back 3-0 down against Barcelona. This is a football club that is like no other. The emotions of this football club, the history of this football club, the meaning behind this football club is a football club like no other. This is the best football club on the planet. If I was reborn and I had the choice to support anyone else, I would support Liverpool Football Club, and I'd do it all over again. I'd do the slip again. I do every single thing over and over and over again. Istanbul, Barcelona, Dortmund, and now Arne Slot. After everything that's happened with Liverpool Football Club last season, all the injuries, everything that happened to us, come back this year healthy and alhamdulillah, take advantage. We're gonna win. Khalas. I just couldn't. The draw with Forest yesterday and our win put us 10 points ahead. You get me, with 10 games to go. So 13 points ahead with 10 games to go. So, khalas. I just feel really good right now. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys right now, please hit the like button and subscribe. This is what Ray said, by the way. You want to know why Ed is triggered? This right here.
In the chat, you want him sold. Is that the case? Did you say
Nah,
sell
I
him?
just said send him back to Brighton as a joke, innit?
Oh, okay. All right, fair.
Calish Rizzi's the Argentinian Harry Winks. Like,
Jesus.
I know it might be too early to say it, but you know what? I'm just going
You
by
think-
what I
I mean, to be fair, the quality, they have similar qualities. To be fair.
Sure, Jesse.
They have similar qualities.
The Argentinian Harry Winks. And then his super chat says, big up McAllister. Yeah, you can't say big up McAllister, mate. Joining me first and foremost, they won yesterday. They beat Spurs in Spurs. Crazy result. Specifically if you're a City fan, mate. Joining me on the channel, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the fraud. Man like Patrick is in the building. How are you doing, Patrick? You're on mute. Professional streamer on mute. There you
No,
go.
I'm good. I'm good, man. Thank you for having me. Yeah, man. We were going to have to, how can I say this? It was supposed to be almost 5-0 first half if Savio and a few people didn't miss. So I was happy, man. What my next aim for City, and believe it or not, I know Arsenal fans are saying, oh, how your standards have dropped if that's what you're aiming for. I'm not aiming for number 2 because I want to be number 2. I'm aiming for number 2 so that I can stamp on the neck of Arsenal fans and make sure that they understand that regardless that even City can be shit, we're 6 points behind them. And if they continue slipping, City might catch them, which I think is a bit of an embarrassment. But big up to you, man. And well done to you, Hussam, on winning the league. And I'm pretty sure everybody in the league is happy. City Pool is still happening. We're happy. And you could see when we lost... Did you see Pep and the players when they lost to Liverpool? Did you see anybody care? No, they were hugging.
They were congratulating us on the tunnel.
They were smiling because I'm telling you, Arsenal fans, you're fighting against a lot of spirits in this league. Notice that when you drew to Villa or lost to Villa, I think you drew to Villa, or you've been losing to a few teams, the teams are posting or be humble. The league doesn't like you. They don't like you. I'm telling you, you know what? Just because they hate you, they'll hand it on a silver platter for City to come second. Just watch. Hussam has seen this before. When you do something to the league teams, the small league teams, when you pretend or act cocky, they will humble you. There's a lot of small league teams can humble you. But anyway, big up to you, man. And it's a beautiful day. City won at Spurs, and may we continue this rebuild of ours, even though we are frauds at the moment.
Yeah. And joining me next, the biggest fraud in the entirety of England as a country, the most fraudulent Nottingham Forest fan on the planet, the most professional yapper known on the platform of YouTube. But I love working with him, so he's back on the channel. The biggest fraud in the multiverse is here. Wolfie is in the building. How are you doing, Wolfie, mate?
Well, what kind of intro is that? You should be your first words to me should be "Shukran ya Habibi." I'm
Why?
waiting. Why? Because I've just given you chest, Mr. Title Race. Wallahi, I'm still worried. And we just gave it to you yesterday. So "Shukran ya Habibi." Come on, whenever you're ready.
I'm never
Whenever
gonna
you're
thank you. I don't need to thank
We
you.
we can also we can also do Wolfie. We can also me and Wolfie have been such gentlemen during this title run of yours.
That's true.
We clapped hands for Mons for his so we can clap hands for you too in a few minutes.
Not till he said "Shukran ya Habibi," and then I'll give you a round of applause and congratulations.
What, like a guy? You're actually giving me?
Yeah,
a
we're
YouTube guard of
doing
honor?
we're doing God of
Yes.
Honors. We're doing God of Honors. We have
There is no way you're gonna do a YouTube guard of honor.
we did it
Wallahi,
already.
we will. Wallahi, I will once you say "Shukran ya Habibi." That's all you need to say.
We'll even stand
Okay, so
up.
I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put you both on the. Okay, but can we wait for Ashraf to do guard of honor?
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah, no,
Let me-
Ashraf
let me
has to do it as well. Ashraf has to do it as well.
Let me see how much it says for Ashraf. Oh, he still needs 12
You
minutes.
know what? I have
follow.
to big up your chat. It's good to see a respectful chat who are there thanking me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Jenny, you're welcome. SI, you're welcome.
Thank you, Wolfie. Now,
No,
the-
بالعربي. No, come back.
No, you
what?
come
You have
back,
to
Wolfie.
clap for me to walk in.
شكرا يا حبيبي. I want it بالعربي.
Shukran, ya habibi.
Okay.
Now I leave, and now you do
Yes.
guard of honor.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to walk in. Yeah,
Congratulations to Hassam, a title, no slip required, standing ovation for the man himself. Here he comes.
lift the trophy. You have the trophy behind you. Lift your trophy. Lift your trophy, please.
Hey!
Beating Zagret, Hassam.
I'm telling you, wherever
I love what just
Okay.
happened. I love what just happened. I just got the guard of honor on fucking YouTube. You
From
guys.
Arab now.
wherever the
This
Arsenal
is
fans
just
are-
an
are
elite
fuming.
moment. Wallahi, this is an elite moment.
I've-
Wallahi.
I've-
Look how red his cheeks have gone, man. With
I'm gonna
happiness.
get Roberto to do a. I'm gonna get Roberto to make this into a short, man. Big up, big up to you guys. Anyway, listen. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. We have got 400 people in the building here. Everyone, please hit the like button. Everyone, please subscribe. Also, in the description, you can see Forest Fan TV is in the description. True City Fan is in the description, and Ashraf Talks Football is in the description. He will be joining us. I'll see if he accepts to do a guard of honor or not. I doubt he will.
No,
because
he
everyone-
has to. He has to. I'm sorry, he has to.
Somebody in the comments says Patrick is enjoying it more than Osam. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
We'll see. We'll
Yes,
see. We'll see.
Yes, I
Speaking
am.
of Patrick enjoying, because Ashraf is not here, I want to start off with Manchester City. Let's just get the City Spurs thing out the way, and then we'll work our way to Liverpool and stuff like this. Patrick, you won away at Spurs. What's happening to the universe? What's happening?
I know. Do you know? Man City are the most funny team ever. The time when they're the worst. To be honest with you, Spurs could have been embarrassed at their home. Could have been 6-0 first half. It's quite funny. I wrote a tweet saying, "Just watch the time when we're shit. That's when we'll go to Spurs and put a performance that we are dominating them." I was like, well, how come when we were like top level, this wasn't happening? I think it was pressure, and it's quite funny that also. I don't know if you can watch the game, Wolfie and Osam is. He subbed every player that actually loses to obviously Edison, except Edison, Diaz maybe, but majority of the players that always lose to Spurs were on the bench. He just put new people. So I think the new people didn't give a shit. They didn't give a shit that it's Spurs. Because Savinho was just playing as if he's just playing in his backyard. Doku was just dunking. And now, by the way, those who are hating on Doku, guess who is? Doku keeps getting assists. Doku keeps.
Bro, Doku is shit, bro. Don't try that.
He
Don't try
wasn't
that.
shit. He wasn't shit. He wasn't shit.
He's Alex and he's Alan St. Maximum in disguise,
Nah,
bro.
I think Doku, right, when he first came here, of course he's young and of course he's fresh, but right now, even the other game against Liverpool, I said I think if Doku had Haaland or somebody running to the near post, things were. Guess what? Against Spurs, he could have had 4 assists if the guys were not missing tap-ins. But I think there's a future in Doku, and he's been cooking. And guess what? Where's that guy who was making a career out of Doku cooking 30-odd plus wingers? Now he's cooking wingers that are in their 20s. He's cooking 4-backs that are in their 20s. But obviously, I'm not excited. As I said, my only agenda, I told Hussam, is my agenda right now, Wolfie, is whether Arsenal fans love it or not. I'm so shameless that it's either Forest or City have to take that number 2 spot and just bring them. Yeah, I just bring them down to earth, and then
you know what, Patrick? You raise a very interesting point.
Yeah,
and I'm sure Hussam, he, even with his distaste for me, won't disagree that for weeks I've been sat here and says Arsenal aren't safe in the top 5 race or top 4 race, whatever.
Yeah, you have said this for a while.
I have.
But with Man, you want to know honestly what the problem is with Man City? Man City this season are so inconsistent.
Yeah, they are.
So inconsistent. Even on like this good run, Man City are going on a good run now, right? Like Man City are in the middle of having a really good run. It would not shock like Patrick whatsoever if they go away to Forest and lose. Would you be shocked? Like, shock.
Can I say something? And I know a lot of people saying I'm being shameless. If we go and lose to Forest, I hope we also hug them at the end. Forest, City, Liverpool right now, our mission is to make sure there's one guy in this top 4 that has to leave, and we'll make sure. And if City have to also play one of the guys that are close to getting into the top 4, give them the points, or they'll give us the points. I don't know, man. No, Forest and City, I just feel it's gonna be a draw.
I think you
may. But it wouldn't shock you, and that's why Wolfie, City can't be trusted.
Yeah, but
like if you're telling me, okay, City, how much are they right now? City are on
1 point.
Okay, let's just look at the table. Forest 48, City 47, Arsenal 54. So you are 6 points behind them, and Manchester City are 7 points behind them.
Do you know, for the first time in my life, I'm gonna have to support Man U.
Yeah, me too.
And I think Patrick may be joining me in that sentiment.
I'm joining. I don't care. I'm joining. And you know what? My brother is a United fan. I'll ask for the jersey. That's how shameless I'll be. I'm telling you, Arsenal.
I can't get that far.
No, don't do too much. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Never.
Let me finish this. It's quite funny that
if United score, we won't celebrate. We'll just clap.
Yeah, it'll be one of those little Queen style claps.
I'll do a backflip. What was I about to say? I used to be cool with Arsenal. Then I heard Pep Guardiola say Arsenal are the ones who keep reporting us to organizations. Arsenal do this, do that. So you know what? I have a special place for you, Arsenal fans. Your hate is your downfall is what I'm loving right now. And you know what? It's quite funny. Me and Wolfie were I want to say me and Wolfie were on a channel yesterday, but I heard you had one shot on target. I went and studied your match, and they really had one shot on target. And you know why? I know it's Spurs versus City, but I don't care about City anymore. Even if City finish 7th, as long as I see tears from Arsenal fans, I'm enjoying. I've won a trophy. And you know what? Are you going to the parade, Hussam? I will buy a ticket for the Liverpool parade. I will go there and parade.
What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on today? This is madness.
I'm telling you.
They've got a guard of honor, and now they want to come to the Liverpool parade.
I'm coming to the parade, man. I ain't doing that.
I'm
What's happening to the universe, bro? Like, this is mad. This is mad.
No. I'm taking the City pool to the next level because this is. Oh no. This is Sean says he's gonna meet me there. Buy me a drink when you get there. But okay, let's be serious. It's just
talk about City for a bit.
Let me talk about City. Look, they're playing well, and if they were serious with the chances, finishing the chances, they could have finished Spurs within the first half. And to be honest with you, Spurs came back in the second half. Pep Guardiola decided to bring back his pensioners. He loves them, obviously. He brought them back. Things were a bit shaky, but they managed to go through it. To be honest with you, you're right. We can't be trusted. But also, every team around us, also, I think Wolfie would agree, every team around us also can't be trusted. Nobody can be trusted at this point in time. That's why you guys right now, Liverpool, if it was back in the days, let's be honest, or Hussam, let's be honest, that it feels City chasing you. You could have been shaking when you had those draws, but you're not shaking because you're looking at all of us.
He's yawning. He's yawning, bro. He's
He
not even.
is.
He's literally yawning. I saw that.
Because he doesn't care about us anymore. We've given him the guard of honor. He doesn't.
Yeah, but
care.
with Manchester City, like, how can I be threatened of Manchester City now? I can't.
No, I'm saying if it was City behind you.
Oh, if it was City, I wouldn't be yawning. If it was City, I'd be shitting myself.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Look, we're doing well. As I said, Doku is cooking, man of the match. Edison had a very good game. He hasn't had such a good game for a long time. That new kid, Kusanov, seems to be the real deal. Even Pep Guardiola is becoming giddy. But what I hate about Pep is Ruben Diaz came the first season and he was cooking like this. And you decided to pepify him and removed his defending. So Pep, yes, the kid doesn't speak English. Kusanov don't learn English because don't listen to this brother, Pep. Because in a few months, he will become... I'm just saying. How you saying? You know that City fans have said don't be pepified. We're also scared. Echeverry, aka Messi, is here also. Please, Pep Guardiola, let him be free. Let him play football. I can't wait to see him against the mighty. Is it Plymouth? Is it
Plymouth? Yeah,
Plymouth. Yeah. So Echeverry hopefully plays that. But we're eating good at the moment, and hopefully the next game that's against Forest, it goes well. I'll take a draw. But it is what it is. If we win, we win. If Wolfie wins, it's Wolfie's win. I'll be happy.
What do you make of City this season, Wolfie? Talk to me about Manchester City.
Inconsistent, bro. Like,
say that again, sorry?
Inconsistent, man.
Oh, inconsistent.
That's the word.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the word that describes them best. I look at, even if you look at the game yesterday, obviously we were playing at the same time, so I only saw the highlights. Haaland missing that miss he did in the first half, which is pretty similar to the goal he scored. Savinho missing that miss was even worse. I don't know if that ball's landed yet. You had absolute sitters of chances. And then that first half, they dominated. Then the second half, Spurs did what Spurs do and missed sitters as well. Even in the last minute, was it Pepe Sarr? It was like... It was crazy, man. I was kind of annoyed that the Forest game was on at the same time because our game was dead. And there's like all kinds of chances looked like they were going off in that City game. But can they be consistent? They're still City, aren't they? I would still expect them to be able to get into second place if they put a run together after their next game.
The thing is, like, if you're telling me, can Arsenal drop points again, like, in order for...
Yeah. Bro, Arsenal.
Yeah, but you see, that's why I asked you about City specifically, because the conversation shouldn't be are Arsenal gonna drop points. Like, it's just I agree. Yes, I do see Arsenal dropping more points because I'm watching them and I'm going like, okay, Arsenal playing like shit. The problem is I can't guarantee you that City win all their games. I can't.
There's no guarantee.
Yeah, there's no guarantee because and by the way, I'm an asshole. Okay. I don't want City finishing second. I don't want Forest finishing second. You want to know why?
Someone has to finish second.
No, but you want to know why?
Why?
I want to three-peat second place.
Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Yeah, but they've already done
Forest
the
or
double.
City finishing second.
They've done the double. They've done the double, Arsenal.
Give them the double.
Yeah, they've done this before.
No,
you want to know the other
do you
clubs
know-
do this?
no, do you know
Arsenal
what
in
the
the
double-
90s.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know what the double is? They've done the double of second place. They've now done the double of losing the title at the City ground for 2 out of the last 3 years. That's
And
another
finishing
double they've
second
done.
twice.
Yeah, it's
3
shameful.
times.
But look, if you look at City's fixtures, I'm just looking through it now. They've got the Manchester Derby, which is you never know with that one. They've got Villa, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Your run's not bad.
Yeah, but look at this. People keep saying Bournemouth. Bournemouth is can cook us right now,
man. Bournemouth shouldn't even be in the Premier League.
Are you sure you want to go there?
No, yeah, I'll go there. They shouldn't be in the Premier League.
Bournemouth?
I don't know how their ground even qualifies to be a Premier League ground.
Wait,
I don't
wait,
know how
wait,
Bournemouth
wait,
qualifies to be a place anyway.
wait. You're trying to say they're done for now.
Huh?
Are you saying Bournemouth is done for now?
Oh, they're gonna drop like a turd, man. They're gonna drop.
But even though they drop, I don't think they'll drop bottom. Like they'll go bad. This season, they're still
Oh
good.
no, this season, yeah, they're not in the Champions League race. They're not in the Champions League race.
Yeah, but
Can you imagine Bournemouth in the Champions League, man?
big
Man,
rate.
Mbappe
wait,
has
wait.
a bigger. Listen, Mbappe has a bigger car parking spot at
I was a-
Madrid than their
I was-
stadium, man.
I was about to say, how is this? Is the stadium? Can the stadium qualify for that? Because last time, remember, it was causing issues when
12,000,
they came to
bro.
the.
12,000.
Remember, it was causing issues when they're coming to the Prem, saying the stadium is too small. So what if it goes to Europe? What happens?
They just need to knock it out, knock it over.
Oh.
Literally, I run an under 14s team, yeah, and the park where we play at is bigger than Bournemouth Stadium. That's how bad they are, man.
That's
That's how bad they are.
You've got a special place for Bournemouth, like I have a special place for Arsenal.
Bro, I would love them to just not exist anymore.
Didn't
Oh,
Bournemouth beat
bust
you
away.
7-0, I swear?
No. We beat
Five,
Brighton
isn't
7-0. Yeah, well, whatever. Bro, they cheat, man. They always cheat. They cheated when we got promoted with them. They cheated when they said their roof was gonna fall over and all this shit. So yeah, they can go do one. Can't stand it.
Wait. It was you guys who dunked on Brighton 7-0. Oh, I envied that. I envied that. I know that we've smacked Brighton in the past, but they always come back. So, but you guys, I remember you really did them well. That
Yeah,
was,
they're another team that shouldn't be in the Premier League, as far as I'm concerned.
nah, they're going to stay, unfortunately.
They're gonna turn into Southampton 2.0. Remember when Southampton had like Mane, Van Dijk, and all this? They were Liverpool's
And
feeder
then
club
Yeah.
and Arsenal's feeder club. That's Brighton now, man. They'll run out of players and then they'll get relegated.
That Chelsea's feeder club. Just watch Barella go to Chelsea. Just watch.
Yeah, and he'll be shit. And he'll be
Yeah,
shit at Chelsea.
he'll be shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, man, the thing about what I was just talking about, Man City. The only thing that obviously gave me a bit of happiness is if it was years ago and you saw the warm up on the side, KDB, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Foden, and Jack Grealish and a few players, about 6. These are guys who, if we saw that years ago, would be like, what the hell are you doing, Pep? At Spurs, you've got these 6 players on the bench. It amazed me that City played well, showing us what the future holds, right? And the standard actually looked better than when those senior players play. So there's a bit of hope for that. And it's maybe good that City went in January and bought some of these players. As I said, Kusanov seems to be a proper defender, and also Nico seems to be a proper midfielder. So we just need to add 2 or 3 players.
But what are you gonna do with him when Rodri's back?
The idea is he plays next to Rodri because he can play number 8 and number 6.
Yeah, but you don't need 2 sitters, man.
Nah, he's not sitting.
with
One of
Rodri.
them, both of them play number 8 and number 6, and apparently, Nico at Barcelona, majority of the time, sometimes he used to play at the youth level. He used to play more of an attacking. But I don't know. It is what it is, though.
We'll see. I think it'll be a very interesting thing, like just going forward for Manchester City. As things stand, their whole season is dead. Anyway, Ashraf is joining us now.
Our season is not dead. We've got
Finally, I was gonna say,
you
where
could win the
is
FA
he,
Cup. True. You could win the FA Cup. My bad. You could win the FA Cup. Sorry. Happy now?
Yeah.
You can win the FA Cup. Your season is not dead.
And the Club World Cup. And the Club World Cup for the trophy.
I doubt you're gonna win that, but fair enough.
Bring him.
Bring him in.
Did you just say double? Does that mean that you won the league? We won the treble because we won Club World Cup and UEFA Super Cup?
No, but this is not the. This is the other Club World Cup one. This is the new one.
Oh, so this one is a bigger one. Okay, you're such a fraud.
Stop
Patrick,
arguing and bring him.
He is. He told me he's logging in right now. Let me just read this super chat, guy. 500 people in the building. Let's get the likes up, man. You bunch of frauds. Let's get 200 likes, please.
Funny, man. That was
Come on, hit the like button. Hit the like button right now.
Yeah,
subscribe to the channel.
I like when managers do that because I think I see what that guy was trying to
Speaking
do.
of fraud. Hi, Ashraf. Anyway. Hi.
Habibi.
Nuno Spirito mugs of Keon after match. Need 5 at the back. We put in midfield because Arsenal have no striker. Keon went twice as a goal.
Like I didn't like Nuno enough.
Wolfie, you have the mic. Go ahead, talk about yesterday. Fuck it.
Well,
Ashraf is here.
should we start with that? So the legend from Arsenal, Kia, and asked him, "Why didn't you play with
For,
five at the back?"
for starters, before you start, Wolfie, before you start, first of all, guys, apologies that I'm late. Inshallah, this will be the last time for a long time that I'm late. Next week is Ramadan Kareem and Mubarak in advance to everyone who's going to be
Ramadan Mubarak. See you in the chat.
observing it, inshallah. And yeah, Ramadan hour, so inshallah we will be home earlier. Secondly, I heard what you guys were talking about, at least for majority of the part. I am not giving a guard of honor. I don't want my team
Wow.
to give a guard of honor. And you want me to sit here and give a guard of honor. I will say congrats, Liverpool. I knew they're going to win the league from the time we dropped points to Chelsea. Congrats to Hussam. Although Hussam has been playing a fraudulent game all season. Leopards in the tree, we are not favorites. So I don't even know if I should congratulate him, but we'll let bygones be bygones. Congrats, Hussam. Congrats, Liverpool.
No. You gotta stand up and applaud. Show some.
I ain't doing that. Are you mad?
Show some shame, bro. Show some respect, man.
My team had no cojones on the pitch. You want me to carry on that here? Nah, bro.
No,
No,
it's honorable. Just be honorable. Just accept that.
Yeah, well, I mean, while the league was done for me like months ago, the reality is mathematically it's not done.
That's a lie. Don't make me play the clip.
Lies.
What?
You lie.
Wait, what are you talking about, Hussam?
You didn't say.
I said I think Liverpool are winning the league ages ago.
Months ago, you said the league was done. Huh? When was this?
No, not done. Done in the sense that I said Liverpool I think will win it, and this is after we dropped points to Chelsea. I didn't say it was done. Obviously, we were like 7 points behind or 8 points behind, 9 points behind. Sorry, we were 9 points behind, but there was still a lot to go. But I said Liverpool are going to win the league. I didn't say Liverpool are going to win the league. I said we are not going to win the league. I started saying Liverpool will win the league maybe by December because City were just garbage, absolute garbage this season.
We allowed
I
one
can't deal with
season.
these lies. I can't deal with these lies, this disrespect.
Show me where I said Arsenal are winning the league before this. Until like from November.
No. You were still claiming you were in the race, bro.
Of course we were in a race. What do you mean? We were 5-7 points behind. Chelsea were in a race in October or whatever. They were in a title race.
So you weren't saying it was done then. You weren't saying it was done.
No, of course it wasn't done back then. Yeah. Sorry. So let me rephrase it. But I did say Arsenal are not going to win the league after like the Chelsea game. The done thing, yeah, the done for me was probably the West Ham game. That was like officially done, where there's not even a zero chance.
Done was last night.
No, it wasn't last night.
It was last night.
It wasn't last night.
It was last night.
Wolfie, we lost at home. We lost at home to West Ham, and these guys beat Man City. Literally 2 results. Most people said the opposite would happen. They said Liverpool will drop points.
Shameless.
Arsenal will beat West Ham. We lost to West Ham. They beat Liverpool.
Who beat Man City? Oh, you mean Liverpool? I thought you said West
Liverpool.
Ham. We beat
No, Liverpool. Yeah, I'm talking about Liverpool. Oh, you beat West Ham, one of the few teams you managed to beat. Huh?
You are absolutely shameless. You won't do the guard of honor.
Yeah.
You're saying you said it was done.
I think that is shameless. Asking me to do guard of honor.
And now
you're it's honorable. It's honorable.
You can't come on here after telling me you were going to beat my team. Yeah, and my team for the
Ashraf,
second
you're not going to do my guard of honor?
Habibi, you're
not going to do a guard of honor, Ashraf?
Because
they did the guard of honor.
One second, Hassan. Haram. Because the first time I did a show with Wolfie, you know how people usually start, like when you meet them for the first time, they start like friendly, like, I think we'll finish above you, maybe, like, let's see how it goes. He's like, who are you? We will finish above you. I think we are a real threat to Liverpool. You are nothing. We will finish above Arsenal. Remember what Hussam, and you can back me on this, that stream with LB and Hussam and Wolfie, I said, because I asked them, what do you guys prefer, Forest and Arsenal? I can't remember what Hussam said, but Wolfie and LB both said Arsenal will lose that game. Excuse me. And I said, guys, even if we lose that game, we will be at least 5 points ahead of them. And before the end of the season, we'll finish 7 points ahead of them minimum. The game is done. We didn't lose, which is surprisring even for me, to be honest. And we're 6 points ahead of you.
Yeah, but you still think you're gonna win?
We'll finish above us.
Do you still think that you
I didn't think we're gonna win yesterday. I thought we're gonna lose yesterday.
Oh,
What-
lose. Gone to
lose,
lose now. This is
lose.
new. This is new talk. This is
You can,
breaking
Bruh,
news, man.
thank God,
I
guys.
didn't,
Whoever
man. I
watches,
didn't see this.
whoever
Oh, but why are
watches.
you not giving me a guard of honor though?
One
That's a
second, I'll
very
come
good
to that.
question.
Whoever watches
Because Patrick
Saad's
and Wolfie
Football
did it.
Corner
Yeah.
can back this up. We do weekly predictions, and I predicted an
No one
Arsenal
watches
loss. I
Saad
think
over here. No one watches.
you watch. You were on the stream. What do you mean nobody watches Saad?
No one watches.
That's why
You
no
were
one
in the
watches.
stream commenting.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly what Ashraf said, and I won't misquote him. This is what Ashraf said. Arsenal won't win the league, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Liverpool fall off and we catch them. Did you not say that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
when did I
what
say
Wolf
that,
is
Sam?
saying, well, hear me out.
Sam,
So
when
what
did I
Wolf
say
is
that?
saying-
When did I say that?
what Wolf is saying is, yesterday is actually the day when it's like, okay, it's done. Now, okay.
Allahu
خلاص.
Akbar. Allahu
La,
Akbar.
la, la.
What he's saying is
Wallah, I
not
know.
false though, because even
No,
if
Sam,
you
it
said,
is false because
you said Arsenal won't win the league, we agree, but you still said
Okay.
it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Is it beyond the realms of possibility now?
Oof.
no, it's not. It's for me. It's beyond the realms of possibility from West Ham's game. The West Ham game killed it because we went 8, 10, 11 points behind.
Ashraf,
We lost
you're just
shocking
a sore
game to
loser,
West Ham.
Habibi. You're just
You
a
be-
sore loser, man.
How
You
am I a
can't come
sore
on
loser?
here and congratulate Hussam.
Hussam, yeah, for
You
his
can't
win.
come on here and admit that my team for the second
Say-
time in 3
Wait,
years
Ramadan is coming.
finished your
Wolfie.
title hopes.
Say wallah, I didn't congratulate Hassam when I joined the stream.
No, I'm talking
Say
about
wallah.
a guard of honor, man. Show some respect, man.
Are you gonna
we
do a
could
guard
have
of
all
honor?
these chess-
I'll go
So
to the background.
congratulations
You
to
go back to
Hussam.
guard of honor.
It's me saying guard of honor and clapping. Get out.
Yalla,
of
so
here,
did you
bro.
go
I
to the guard of
congratulate-
honor? I'll go to the background right now.
Have you done a guard of honor for Patrick last season, Hussam?
Yeah, I did. I said congratulations. I did.
No. I'm repeating my question.
Yeah, he didn't
Did you do
request
a
it.
guard of
Patrick didn't
honor?
request it.
Yeah,
For
Patrick
Patrick
didn't
last
request it.
season.
I didn't
didn't
request it. I didn't request it.
Okay, that's your choice, and my choice is not to give a guard
Oh,
of honor.
Okay, you're a sore
Wait, wait,
loser.
Wow.
Ashraf, you know what we're
Poor
gonna do?
loser.
Ashraf, you know what we're gonna do? Me and Wolfie, if you finish second for the third time, we'll do a guard of honor for the treble for the third. time.
The three-peat, the three-peat, man.
That is
No, no. Can I ask a serious? Can I ask a serious question though? Because I'm looking at the chats. Arsenal fans are saying
I will
you guys-
accept. I will accept your guard of honor. By the way,
Okay, so I
Oh,
want to ask.
man, that'd be our only trophy and
Yeah,
like what,
so-
with the FA
I don't
Cup
care.
alongside
you
that.
Yeah,
clap for me. I don't care why you're clapping.
Okay,
Just clap.
Okay,
I'll be like, clap.
Ashraf, I've got a question for you because I'm looking at a lot of Arsenal fans saying in the comments that we're gonna eat our words next year when they win the trophy. Do you believe that's gonna happen? Why are you laughing? I'm serious. Most of them are saying we're gonna eat. Just read there. Even Nando said we're gonna eat our words next year if they win the trophy. So
But
I
those
mean-
words are gonna taste
okay,
good,
I mean,
man.
Wolfie and
how
and
do you
Hussam
move
have
on?
done the stream with me know how I feel about this. I think, given that I rate Arteta, I think he's a good manager. I think he's done a
Do you think
fantastic
he's going
job
to
over
do
the
it,
last
though?
4 years.
He's going
But
to
I
do it?
think, given how he's regressed us this season,
Mm.
if he stays with us next summer and City do the business they're supposed to do, which I think they will, I don't think he'll win us anything next season. Anything major. Of course, anyone can win the FA Cup and League Cup. That can happen. But I'm talking about the major stuff, Premier League and Champions League. I don't
So
think he
what?
can
So
do
what
it.
are you going to do then? Does he? Because you gave him a 2-year contract, didn't you? Is it 2 years or 3 years?
15
I think-
million a year.
I think
Patrick,
I think
15
up
million
until
a
the
year.
end of 2027, if I'm not wrong.
Can I
think
say
so.
something? Can I say
That's
that when
nearly
you guys
45
when you guys gave him that contract, I thought you shouldn't have. I thought you should have held
I
on
agree.
to the contract, let him achieve something, and then give it to him. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good thing. You agree? Because a lot of
Because
Arsenal fans
Arteta
are telling
runs
me
the club, Patrick. Arteta runs Arsenal, man.
that's shameful.
Yeah, I agree. I think he did a very good job. I agree with giving him like a 1-year contract
Yeah,
extension, not
and
maybe
let
2 or
him
3
be
years.
hungry. Yeah, that was too.
Yeah,
comfortable.
exactly. And not to make him the second or third highest. I don't know if Simeone is higher than him or not. To make him the
he's
second highest or third
isn't he?
highest.
He's the highest, man.
No. Pep is the highest.
Guys, I'm just gonna go pray and come back. Talk about Arsenal for us.
تقبل الله من الحين.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to make him the second or third highest paid manager, in my opinion. Again, I'm not calling him shit. He's a good manager. I don't go to these extreme, toxic, negative kind of
Wait,
mindset.
Ashraf, are you Arteta out today? Are you Arteta out?
I am Arteta out in the summer. Yes, I think. He
Why?
should
Why
go in
the summer? Why not today?
Because look, as fans, we're allowed to hope and dream, and I'm allowed to hope that this 1% chance we have of doing something in the Champions League still is there. So I'm gonna go with that hope and mindset. And once we get knocked out to Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid in the quarterfinals, if not PSV in the round of 16, then I'll officially say yes, Arteta should leave. But I mean, I've been telling people he should be leaving this summer anyway. So.
So once he's out the Champions League, yeah, you're Arteta out. No, because you just said you're gonna wait till the summer. Which one is it?
Yeah. So then I'll be Arteta out. But by the way, even then, Wolfie and Patrick, I will say I want the manager gone. But the reality is, and this sucks to say, like obviously, because it is the reality, he's not gonna go out. So because he's not gonna be sacked for sure, come next season, the way I'll evaluate it is, I have no expectations of League or Champions League. I'll just be watching Arsenal week in, week out to enjoy the games. Week in, week out. Okay, we lost today. We won today. That's it, in a vacuum. Because I don't think we'll win the Premier League or Champions League next
So
season.
you're saying because you know that they won't sack him, because of that, you won't be vocal about being Arteta out.
Yeah, because it's pointless, and I also won't have any sort of
Bro,
hopes
you
of
have
us
a
winning the league
voice,
or
man. You
Champions
have
League.
a platform. You need to use these things.
Yeah,
You
you're
can't-
right. You're right. One minute. Hello, Josh Kroenke. Yeah, listen, I think we need to sack Arteta. What do you
Is
mean
that
have a voice?
No,
Have a
what
voice
would
of
you?
what?
No, I'm being serious.
Wait, is
I'm
that
being
a phone?
serious.
Is that a phone? What the hell was that? What's that?
It's like the Matrix.
Yeah, it's the fold.
Oh, I was wondering.
Oh, that's good job, man. Someone else is getting 15 mil a year, man. It's not just
I know.
Arteta, is
What
it?
the?
No, when you
I
put
wish.
it up, stupid, I was like, what the hell is that?
I saved up 6 months to get a Google, man, on discount.
Bruh.
On discount. No, you're missing the point, right? If you're gonna be Arteta out here in your heart, for Galbak, yeah, and you're not gonna verbally say it because you're just accepting it, how can we trust anything you say?
No, I mean, I'll say it. I'll say it if someone asks me, "Hey, what are your feelings about the manager?" I'll tell him. But I'm not gonna keep tweeting Arteta out every week. I don't do that kind of stuff. It's pointless. Like, but I think I don't think we'll win anything major with him next season, unless barring something crazy happens, and that is a City not strengthening, which I just don't imagine happening with someone like Pep and the ownership they have. If that happens, then I don't think we can win anything major, unfortunately, because I don't think he has what it takes to beat Pep when they are at full strength.
I just don't get this, bro. What I felt in my heart that Cooper, who got us promoted, wasn't a Premier League manager. And I knew that the whole Forest fan base were behind him because he got us promoted. I could not, in good conscience, sit there and not say and call out why I was Cooper out. Yeah. And you're telling me
I have called out why I'm Arteta out. I've explained it
but
many
I was
times.
passionate about it. I went on about it until he went. And now look at us. This is what I'm saying, man. You've got to be vocal.
So Steve Cooper got sacked because Wolfie went on stream
You know
and
what?
kept
There's
talking
a lot
about
of people
it.
that say he did, bro. There's a lot of people that say he did, right? There's a
He's
lot of
probably
people.
sitting at home with a picture of Wolfie like stamped on his
Man,
wall.
he's sitting at home counting his
He's
severance
taking
money. That's
darts
what
and
he's
he's
doing.
throwing the darts every time at like, Wolfie got me out of the club. He lost me my job.
It wouldn't surprise me because when I met him, he wasn't very warm to me. But anyway, that's a whole other story.
Actually,
But
met him,
anyway,
damn.
my point is, bro, you gotta be true to yourself, is the point I'm making, man.
I am.
I don't know if I can come sit here next year on a stream with you, maybe Arsenal beat, I don't know, Leicester or something, and you're like, oh, what a great performance, knowing that in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, in Ashraf's heart, he's not happy. In Ashraf's
No,
heart,
I'll be happy.
he's
Of
not
course, I'll be
telling
happy.
you the
What do you mean?
truth.
I'll be happy with that game. Wolfie, did we win the league last season?
Bro, you ain't won the
We
league
didn't.
since what?
I think it's something about
2003?
your happiness inside.
Amazing. Do you think I was happy for majority of last season, or was I upset?
Yeah, but were you Arteta out?
No, I wasn't Arteta out.
Okay, but you're saying that you are Arteta.
But that has nothing to do
out.
with it. It has nothing to do with it. I'm saying we didn't win the league last season, but I was happy for majority of the season. If my expectations are set that we are not going to win it, then it is what it is, bro.
Wait,
But hey, listen, I'm hoping the club surprises me. I think
it's shameless.
Yeah, I'll
bro.
make that call, Mo. Thank you, Mo. Yeah, I'm
And do you know
and
what's
tell him
funny
please
now?
sack him.
Do you know what's funny? I think Wolfie was also there because we've been a lot of streams. I think on more streams, and we kept on telling I think Wolfie, you were there. We kept on telling Arsenal fans you need a striker, and some of the Arsenal fans were coming back and saying, "Look at our goals."
Yeah.
Remember, and somebody said in the stream saying,
We're the second highest top goal scorers in the league, we kept getting told. Yeah, but we don't need a striker.
Can you repeat that
Man
again? I didn't
City
get the
needed
point.
striker when they won it with the false nine.
Yeah,
That's
look,
all I've been hearing.
I think we've done a very good job at distributing goals amongst like a lot of players. But
How many
the
players
reality,
have you got in double digits?
wait. No, I'm talking about the last 2 seasons. But I'm saying the problem is, I think people really bought into the hype of what Kai Havertz did when he started playing as a striker last season.
Yeah.
And this is why when I was like
He was no shit.
doing the stream with Mo and stuff, and he told me like, hey, if Kai Havertz is doing so well, why do you want to strike? And I said, I think this guy's going through a purple patch. I don't think that's who he truly is. And I think we will see who he truly is this season when he goes 2, 3, 4 months in a row missing chances and not scoring. And that's exactly what happened. So it's a big
Can
gap.
I ask you a serious question?
Yes.
Right?
I mean, I thought these were
Arsene
serious
Wenger.
questions, but okay.
Arsene Wenger, who got you titles, won the Premier League, Invincibles, put one of the best teams together I've ever seen, was hounded out of your club, okay, with that credit line. Why is this fraud, Arteta, so protected by your fan base? He has no credit in the bank. That FA Cup is arguable if it's even his. Why the hell do the
Again, that's
Arsenal
BS.
fans
Please stop bringing that up.
All right, forget it. All right, I'll retract that statement so you don't try and deflect. Right? Why?
I won't deflect. I'll come back. I will you and then come back to the point. I have no issues doing that. But
okay, why is he so protected?
I think the reason a lot of these, I think a lot of the fans defend him heavily is purely based on emotional attachment. Because I think what's happening is that a lot of fans,
as a player, man. What emotional attachment?
Calm down. That's emotional attachment of the manager, I'm saying. Because I think what's happening is a lot of the fans, obviously all of us Arsenal fans remember where we were before he took us over. And I think some fans are finding it very difficult to move past that emotion of, okay, yes, he's taken us from the dumps, from the dirt where we are. I think when he first came in December, we were like 11th in the league that time. And they're finding it very difficult to let go of, okay, yes, he's done an amazing job. He's given us amazing memories over the last couple of years where the last time we challenged for a league, the last time we challenged for a league the way we did the last 2 seasons was 2007, 2008 under Wenger. So even Wenger didn't challenge for that long. So I think what these fans are doing right now is they're so attached to the memories he's given them over the last couple of years, in the sense that guys, I'm coming to it. The memories of not having to finish every season, finishing in 8th. Because of that, they're not willing to understand. The right way for me to look at it is, okay, he's done a very good job. He's taken us from here to here. He's built us really well. He's built a good team. He's coached good players. Now it's time to say, okay, it's time to get the next guy now who can now take us from here to here, right? And take us over the line. Like the way, let's say, Barcelona have done with Hansi Flick. He might not win anything this season, but the point is they went and got a world-class manager. What these other fans that Wolfie's describing are doing is they're looking at it as, yeah, but this guy got us from here to here. What if we lose him and then go 2-3 steps backwards? Which I think is such a wrong way to think, in my opinion, because a lot of people don't rate our players. I think our players are actually really good. I think we have a fantastic team. No, you cannot do that, Wolfie, because then it kills your point. If you say we have a shit team, but we're second 3 seasons in a row, then the manager's amazing, right? I think it's a combination. I think the manager... Okay, so are the players good or bad?
I said here, some are good, some are shit, and you don't have a striker.
How many players do you think in a starting 11 are good enough to win the league? Are good enough to lead us to winning a league in our starting 11?
I think if Pep
when everyone
was in charge of your team, you'd have won the league the last 3 years.
Fair, because Pep is the greatest manager of all time. But right now,
I think
from the players we have,
in charge of your team wins the league for the last 3 years.
I rate Postecoglou. He's actually a good manager. I just don't think he works in Spurs. Answer my question. Don't deflect. From our starting 11, how many players do you look at and say these players can win, are good enough to win a league with a good manager?
6 to 7.
Okay, so that means our players are not shit. If we have 6 or 7 out of 11,
that's why I went like that, bro. What do you think that means?
That means meh. They're average. Stop it. My point is,
some are, some aren't.
My point is, I think we have good players to win the league. I think we do need to add a winger. We do need to add a striker. But in my opinion, if we get a top quality manager and we address those 2 positions, I think that top quality manager has a better chance of winning us the league next season, depending on who the manager is, obviously, versus Arteta.
I'm still waiting
I
for the
just,
memory.
I
I'm
just
still
think
waiting for the
Patrick, did you
memories.
raise an eyebrow, Patrick, when he said the memories?
Nah, yeah, memories. I'm still waiting.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the
I mean, guys, memories I think are
Memories
relative.
of
You know
bottlings,
how
man. That's the
you know
memories
how,
that
for
will live with
example,
you, bro.
you know how, for example, Brighton fans have this memory of like, oh my God, remember when we made it to Europe finally for the first time
Yeah,
2 years
Brighton have
ago?
never won anything, bro. You can't use
Correct,
Brighton as your
correct,
example.
correct. But Wolfie, the reason I'm picking it up is to say all Arsenal fans remember from the last 10, 15 years is us being finishing horrendously in 8th or 5th or 6th, or even if you go back before that, Wenger, if you go by Wenger's word, finishing top 4 is a trophy. So now to go from that to challenging for the league 2 consecutive seasons.
So top 2 is a trophy now. Top 2.
No, it's not a trophy, Patrick. I know what you're doing, agenda thing. I'm literally saying I want the guy out.
No, he's right. He's right.
I'm looking for the memories.
It's
What are the
not right
memories?
because I'm describing to you guys.
Bro,
And
these
again,
are bad memories.
Mo's
These are bad memories, not good
adding
ones.
spice. Mo's obviously
They're
adding spice to make
nightmares.
the show even more interesting because I don't think I'm drowning. I'm literally saying this is what those fans are saying. But if you
know
ask
what,
me,
Ashraf,
I
you
think
know
he
what
should be
you
gone.
know what's going on in my head? I'm thinking, you know, when back in the, I don't know how old you are, but back in the 80s, not that I was an old man there. I was like, back in the 80s, I watched the 80s movies. Like the Rambos, the Rambos and them. There's always a montage where somebody has a memory thing. So I'm thinking of your montage. How does that look? Do you know, Hussam, the montage for Arsenal is just, I don't know how does that one go? Because those are the memories. Like I said, we put some inspirational music, Eye of the Tiger. But what's going to be happening in those memories that Arteta has done? That's why I think Wolfie is saying there's no memory here. The memory is actually Wenger. And Wenger, you guys said, get out of my club. Those videos, get out of my club. And this guy has done, I don't know what he's done. Oh, look, at the end of the day, I know you've been in the mud and he brought you maybe out of the mud to give you a bit of hope. But he's been here
I love
for
it
5
more. I'm
years.
looking forward to it.
Look, he's been here for 5
Wallah, I'm
years.
looking forward to it.
There are
I like
two
watching
fan
the
bases
chaos.
this summer.
What?
There are
Go
two
ahead.
fan bases this summer that will hate their life, and that's Arsenal and Manchester United. And if you think that Arsenal fans are going through a rough time, Man United fans are gonna be drowning this whole summer because their biggest rival just won number 20. You can no longer go to Old Trafford and go like 20 times Man United. It's done. It's finished. Like the whole concept of their football club is just fucking done. Honestly, like I'm being dead serious. Like their
Love
whole
it.
club is just finito. If you think it's bad for Arsenal fans, wait till you see in the summer what I do to the Manchester United fans. What's your argument? 20 league titles? Okay, we got 20. Double your Champions Leagues, mate. Like there is literally no legitimate argument by anyone other to say than we have more fans in America to say that Man United is a bigger club than like it's actually the argument is finished. Like they're actually 100% finished. But when it comes
probably
to
Ashraf, most of them will be Liverpool fans next season anyway, because they're so flip-floppy.
banter aside, if we're talking seriously about Arsenal right now, what does the future hold for Arsenal Football Club? Immediate short-term future in terms of the way you finish the season, because Mo is a fraud. I agree with you. Mo is a fraud who likes to put spice on things. But he did make a valid point yesterday. He was like, somehow, some way, Arsenal need to at least find a way to finish off the season well. You can't just fucking don't lose the next 11 games and come tell me, oh, we lost the league anyway, man. There is a level.
We're still finishing second.
No, I'm not talking about where you finish. I'm talking about the way you end the season. Like end it strongly. So, what does the short-term future hold for Arsenal and long-term future hold for Arsenal as things stand? Specifically, given the fact that even the journalists now, they're still linking you to Sesko. Ain't shit changed. It's still Sesko. So, where do we go from here?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if the manager has been pushing for Sesko all this while, and that's apparently the striker he wants, then he better figure out a way to make it work next season, because he finally would have got the dream striker he wanted. I don't see what people see about him. Maybe I haven't watched him enough, I guess, but that's the striker he needs. I guess get him that striker. I think we should be going for a Gyökeres better, or Osimhen. If you're asking me what does the short-term future look like, I think the short-term future is we definitely will get a striker in the summer. Will he be good enough or not to lead us next season to challenging again for the league and hopefully winning it? I don't know. I do see us also getting a left winger only because we were heavily linked with two of them last summer. So I think we will bring that interest up again. Do I think that's going to be good enough to lead us to winning the league? The reality is I don't think he's good enough to win the league if Pep and City are at their best, because I just don't think he knows how to get it over the line against a really good team and a really good manager that's competing with him.
Because it might not even just be me you worry about next season. This guy's club will come back. We all know this. Let's be objective here. If they sign who they're linked to, like Florian Wirtz and shit, like, bro,
that's crazy. Yeah.
What's stopping them? Like what? KDB out the door and Florian Wirtz is them. So you're telling me their front 4-5 is gonna be Foden, Wirtz, Doku, Savio, Haaland, Marmoush, blah. Like, bro, what the hell? Like, how are we supposed to stop that?
And they'll get defenders as well. They're also going to go get defenders, because defense has been a big issue for them as well this season. Attack, they've been scoring at least, but like, yeah, they're going to 100% strengthen. So I don't know. Like, I think unfortunately, if the board is going to stick with him, and they are going to stick with him, the reality is we just have to hope that they at least get their summer signings correct, and that is prioritizing attack. I wouldn't look at any midfielder or defense or defender unless like someone leaves.
Wait, you
right?
don't need enough.
If nobody leaves.
You don't need another attacking midfielder, because it looks like when Odegaard is out of ideas, you guys.
He is gone.
No,
He
I don't
was
think so, because
shit
I think
yesterday,
that's Waneri's actual position. He's not a right winger; he's an attacking midfielder.
Where was he?
In reality,
yesterday?
that's where he likes
was
to play.
ghost.
I actually thought he was okay yesterday.
Bro,
I
you
didn't think he
didn't
was
even
bad.
play down the right hand side. Everything went down the left hand side.
No,
It was
he came on the right hand
completely
side. What do you mean? And the thing is, he wasn't only sticking on the right side, he was also coming in, moving in to the left, which I kind of liked. But I mean, obviously, as a right winger, I get he won't be able to do it as much. He gave a good through ball.
Listen, I'll have to do this. I want to
He
say
would
this.
have got it. Yeah.
I want to say this. Look, this is not even like the super chat section or anything, but it's comments like this that just boil my blood. 20 earlier on was like, why did the whole Arsenal thing end off? Because it ended off because of shit like this. Once again, we were top of the league when Saka was fit. I can give you examples right now of 4 games you drop points in this season with every single player fit and 0 controversy. I remember them. Newcastle, Chelsea, Everton, Fulham. Those 4 games, Saka was there. Odegaard was there. Still dropped Brighton. All of them were there and you still dropped points in every single one of them. So stop just making bullshit excuses every single time. And the problem is with this argument is, and the reason why this pisses me off is, you were healthy for 2 years and won nothing. So what evidence do you go off of to show that you will win something if you were healthy? What evidence?
The first year I wouldn't. The first year I wouldn't hold it against us, because the reality is we were not meant to challenge that season, and Saliba did get injured towards.
I'm not holding it against you. I'm saying those 2 years.
Last season I agree.
Ashraf, you're a smart man. In life, relationships.
I agree with you.
Everything. If you want perfect conditions to succeed, you will never succeed.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. And guys,
were Liverpool meant to challenge this year?
Sorry?
Were Liverpool meant to challenge this year?
No, the word.
I'd say we were meant to challenge, not meant to
You
win
have to
it.
ask Liverpool fans. Yeah.
No,
I think
in your opinion,
I think it depends on how you viewed Slot. I mean, I didn't know much about him, but if people who watched Slot before viewed him as a decent manager, then yeah, I would say they were meant to challenge, not win it. So they're definitely overachieving, and they're currently pacing towards finishing with like 91 points, which is a really good season for any team.
So if he blows it from here, would you hold it against him?
I wouldn't say he should be sacked, but I would definitely say it's a massive failure, of course.
Yeah, but would you hold it against him?
What do you mean hold it against him? What does that mean?
Because you just said when you were 8 points clear, you can't hold it against them because you weren't meant to challenge.
5 points clear, but anyways, okay.
You got to 8. Was it 93% at the top of the table for that season?
Yeah, 5 points clear. Wolfie, don't get your point deflected and then you switch to something other. You gave an incorrect statement. I corrected it.
5 points, whatever. Yeah.
8 points with the game in hand for City, but anyways.
Okay, but what? 93% of the time, top of the table, you're not holding that against him. Would you hold it against Slot if he blew it now, considering Slot wasn't meant to challenge?
No, it's different, Wolfie. I'll tell you why. Because the reality is, even though they're overachieving, but they still have world-class players who have also won the league. Like, I don't know when they won it. I think 2020. With Arsenal that season, and also Liverpool last season challenged for the league and they fell off in March or April, like in April. With Arsenal, if you look at what happened the year before that, we bottled top 4 to freaking Spurs. So to jump from that to challenging for the league and finishing second, I would say we massively overachieved. Yes, it's disappointing how it ended, and I can criticize some things that went wrong that season that Arteta could have done better, but I don't hold it against him because the
Yeah,
reality is
this is the problem. This is the problem.
did
And why
overachieve.
Arsenal are not going to win anything while
Problem.
he's in charge,
Fact.
because they have fans like you who are not holding his feet to the fire.
Wolfie, wallah,
Forest
you're
were 5
trying, you're
points
clutching
clear-
at straws and you're failing. Wallah.
No, I'm not. If
Clutching at
Forest were
straws and you're
5
failing.
points clear this season, and we blew it, I would want questions answered. I would.
Yeah, so
hold
I should have
people
wanted. So you're
responsible.
saying I should have wanted Arteta sacked after that
No,
season.
no, no, no.
When did I say that? When did I say that?
So what is okay? So I want to understand, what does holding him accountable mean? Because you're saying, would you hold it against him?
means
What does
the
that mean?
literal opposite to not holding it against him.
Okay. Arteta, 22-23 season, bro. What a
Here's the
bad
phone
season. You
again.
better-
Here's the phone
What do
again.
you mean? Like, what do you mean hold it against them? Because for me, to say hold it against the manager is to criticize that you did this wrong,
Yes,
which I literally just said. That's it. But
So-
that
so
doesn't
you are
mean.
holding it against him then.
But that doesn't mean I'm saying he had a bad season, and that also doesn't mean that he didn't overachieve that season. If I had to judge that season simply like by saying, okay, did he fail or succeed in the objective? The reality is he succeeded because the objective was finishing top 4 when we bottled it the year before that. That's it.
No, because during a season, expectations can and will change.
Really? Wolfie, you're
Yes.
a very smart man. You're a very smart man. Let's assume you run a company. Maybe you already do, but let's assume you don't. Let's assume you're running a company.
Right.
And you hired someone and you told them your target for this year is $10 million. You need to hit the target for this year, $10 million.
Yeah.
And let's say at halfway, at 7 months, for example, of the year,
Mhm.
they have managed to achieve 12, 13 million. So they're not
Yeah.
only, they've already hit the target and they're pacing towards 20. But
Yeah.
by the end of the year, they didn't hit 20, unfortunately, that they were pacing towards. They only ended up hitting 15. Would you fire that person?
Why would I fire that person? Why?
Would
At
you
what
criticize-
stage has fired been discussed in this conversation?
Okay, would you hold it against him, or would you, at the end of the year, or at
those
the,
companies?
at the end of the year, would you tell him, good job, you succeeded, you smashed the target, or are you going to be
No.
like, hey, listen, you messed up?
No, because do you know what happens in those companies? If you get to say 5 months, there's a 5 plus 7, there's a 6 plus 6, there's a 7 plus 8. All these things get forecasted and readjusted, bro. in
Wolfie, I'm giving
companies.
you in this
So I
scenario.
am saying, no, let me finish. So I'm saying, if you go into a company, which I do even in my job, if we are 5 million over target, then the forecast gets adjusted in the 5 plus 7 or the 6 plus 6.
Forecast is different. I know what a forecast is. Of course,
No.
That doesn't mean
and then
you will hold the
budgets-
employee accountable.
Let me finish. And then budgets get readjusted based on these new forecasts. So your example,
Yeah, Habibi,
is
but the
null and
budget
void.
wasn't forecasted for Arsenal in 22-23.
It
It's not like the
doesn't
budget.
matter.
It's only
Okay,
the owners.
let
were
me
like,
tell you this.
wait a second,
Let
you're
me tell
top
you
of the
this. Let me
league.
ask you this.
Let's go sign like 200 million worth of players. I'm saying, assuming the budget didn't get adjusted, which is what happened with Arsenal, should you hold
That's
it?
a big
against a-
assumption.
No, it
You
didn't.
can't just
because we
make.
didn't
You
go-
can't just make that
because
assumption.
we didn't go sign. Wait, I can because we didn't go sign someone that winter. That was we signed Trossard and Jorginho, who were 28 million or 25 million, and the other was 10 million.
So you did sign. So you did sign. So you did adjust the
Yeah, yeah.
budget. Okay.
No, we didn't. What do you mean? If we're winning the league by Jan and we needed to seal it, a serious club that was like, if it's either win it this season or bust, would have gone and spent like 200 million, right? You remember when we were haggling for Caicedo's money? When we offered 70 million, Brighton were like, sorry, you need to give us minimum 90. We would have put 100 million on the table, said, give us Caicedo, done, no talking. But we didn't do it. So how could you hold that against the manager?
Wait, hold on.
I'm someone who defends the Kroenkes on many things.
Didn't you go in for Mudrich? Was it that window?
Yes,
you went in for yeah.
Correct, and they didn't, and we didn't give the kind of money there either. And
No,
thank God we
but
didn't
you
do that
were
because
going to.
it turned out to be a bad signing
Chelsea
anyway.
sniped it at the end, bro. So don't tell me the budget didn't readjust when you tried to get Mudrich, who's washed up anyway, and then that happens.
But we didn't put the money in the end.
The whole point is, at the end of that season, from the position you were in, you
Guys,
should have won it. You should have won
everyone
it.
who's watching, I guarantee you, in this example I just gave Wolfie, he wouldn't go to that employee and say, yes, the target was 10 million. Yes, you went and incredibly overachieved. But guess what? In the last 5 months, you failed. So bad job. He wouldn't do that because I know he's a smart enough man to understand he needs to reward that and say, actually, this guy killed it.
Because you don't. Well, then you don't understand business. Because what you do after that forecasting,
I
is
do
then
understand
you can
business,
increase
and I
your
understand
budget.
what forecasting
You can
is.
increase your budgets based on whatever. Let's just say you're doing it in the 5+7. Then you can
I do
move the
this for a
budgets
living,
and the
but okay.
targets up. The targets then move. And then do you know what happens at the end of that financial year? Your targets increase. So the next year you're expected to do better, not do a
Wolfie,
repeat of second.
We are talking.
Okay,
we're not talking about
no, Ashraf, answer that question. If at the end of that financial year you've blown targets, will your target go up or down the next year?
I'm sorry, guys. I
course it'll
dropped
go-
economics at school, so I'm
No,
just
no,
letting
of course it'll go up, which is why I'm saying Arteta's
Okay.
target the next year
I was more
was
of a
to win the
science
league,
guy.
which he didn't win.
Okay, so did Arteta achieve better in the second year than he did in that year?
He didn't win, so of course he didn't achieve better in that sense, but he progressed as he
So your
improved,
whole
and he
example about
challenged
trying
better.
to bring business into this goes out the window.
No, it doesn't, because we've already criticized Arteta for last season. I'm talking about the 2 seasons ago. You cannot say that was a bad season. You cannot hold that against him when nobody expected him to freaking challenge. I can see the people in the comments are like saying boring.
Yes, you can.
They
Because
clearly don't care about business talk, but okay.
If Slot now goes and blows the title, which obviously he's not going to do, yeah, Liverpool fans who have higher standards than you would hold it against him.
But wait. If Slot blows the title, which he's not going to do, he's doing it from 13. Let's take away the game in hand. Let's assume we win the game in hand. He's doing it from 10 points, not 5.
5 points
It's
clear.
not the same.
They would still hold him to account.
Okay, what is hold him to account? Because Wolfie's using these buzzwords without actually describing what that means. What is the consequence of holding him to account? Is it just like, hey, Slot, bad job. Yalla, let's go again next season. Or is it, yo, if you don't win it next season, you're sacked because this was really bad. What is holding him accountable mean?
You'd put him on fraud watch 100%. If he blows the title from that strength of position and he does it again the next season, Hussein was slot out before he even got through the door. You don't think he's going to be slot out the next season?
That's a lie. That's a lie. We have addressed the allegations. I was slotting, and listen, someone asked you to do a chemical engineering term. The thermodynamics of this Arsenal title race is all finished now. Whichever thermodynamic law you want to use, you know it applies. It's finished. Liverpool are going to be.
You know what law?
Because all the heat transferred to Liverpool Football Club.
Welcome finally
through the conductor of electricity and heat, the Egyptian king Mohammed Salah. You get me? And the mass was also transferred, which is the English Premier League, over to Liverpool Football Club. Alhamdulillah, from the reigning champion Patrick. Let me just do these super chats before we talk about Liverpool Football Club and then wrap up the stream. Big up to Zir Talks. كل عام وانتم بخير وصحتكم وسلامتكم جميعا. حبيب قلبي يا زير. Ramadan Kareem to everyone in the chat as well.
I mean,
you know, it's starting soon. I'm gonna have to do a lot of watch alongs while fasting. Inshallah, slot doesn't start Nunes.
Tarawih, man. Qiyam al-Layl.
Yeah, Qiyam al-Layl for me. Qiyam al-Layl for me, definitely. Arteta said, in my mind, we won the league.
What mind?
He didn't say that. No way. Did he actually say that? There's no way he said that. There's no way he said that.
Yeah. Wait, can I ask? What did he mean by over my dead body? I keep seeing the meme. What was that all about?
They asked him, are your players going to... I can't remember what the exact question was, but it was something around like, is the league done? Are your players now suddenly going to like drop their heads or something like that? And he said, over my dead body, we're going to still play as if... Not as if, like we're going to still play like we're in the title
I'll
race.
be honest with you. Like the way that they even walk onto the pitch and stuff, like they look like they've fucking given up. I can't even lie. Do you think
I actually thought they had a...
players...
I thought they had a good game yesterday.
On a reel, do you think the Arsenal players' body language is the body language of the team that believed? I don't think they believed yesterday.
No, they don't believe that.
No, I disagree. I actually think yesterday's the only game in the last how many ever games we drop points in. It's the only game where I can actually say this is the only game where lack of attacking options actually affected us. Because I think everything else up until the midfield, in my opinion, was good. Like, yes, we only had one shot on target. We obviously hit the post. That doesn't count as a shot on target. I get it. I think we had, like, I don't know, 2 big chances created. Calafiori's is probably one of them. The Moreno header should have scored, but he headed straight at the keeper. The defense completely locked up Forest. I know Forest are not, like, blitzing teams in attack, but they did slap Brighton recently 7-0. And I don't think the only proper chance they had where I was like, shit, they're going to score was the Chris Wood one. And then Saliba made a very good tackle. I think midfield, we played well. We were moving the ball well. But yesterday's game is the one game where I can give context to Arteta and say, yes, we clearly lacked attackers who could make good runs off the ball. That through ball Waneri gave Truss. If it was Martinelli versus Callum Hudson-Odoi, Martinelli probably would have dusted him, but Trossard is nowhere near that pace. He wouldn't have been offside. Martinelli's quick.
One
But
person
yeah,
that
it is what it
deserves
is.
some credit is Ruben Peters, our lead of physical performance. Helped keep Feyenoord
Who's that?
players fit 90% of the time. Here's the
Oh,
thing.
damn.
That's why when you win a league title, it doesn't happen on accident. It doesn't happen by mistake. When you're successful as an institution, it's not by mistake.
Yeah.
I tried to use this example, but Arsenal fans thought I was hating. There were 2 dead rubber games towards the end of the Champions League. One guy took all the children to Eindhoven, and the other guy started Odegaard and Rice against Girona. Whether you finish 3rd or 6th, you're through in the top 8. Who gives a fuck? Truthfully, like, honestly, who gives a shit? We could have finished 1st, 2nd without... Yani, khalas, slot just went to the children. Guys, rest everyone. FA Cup rested everyone. And it's just like, you have to rotate. You have to rotate better. Ashraf was one of the people, as an example, who criticized Arteta for starting like Saka all the time. Give the guy some breathing room and stuff. And he didn't do that, you know?
And I saw
And-
Hassam's thing with like Igal, I think, or I can't remember who, where he mentioned about like injuries and stuff. And I actually agree with Hassam. You have to give credit to Liverpool. If they've had less injuries, I don't think that's luck. I think it's them managing not only the minutes, but not only the minutes, because I think minutes is easy to see, right? Because that's what people see on the pitch and what people see in their eyes. But I think even behind the scenes, I think the stuff they do, I didn't even know about this Ruben Peters guy, but clearly it adds up, right? Because I think they're doing things off the pitch to keep these players fit, to keep these players healthy, which has worked for them. We clearly haven't done that. So,
Essie says, I've always said major or leave to Arteta. Lies done. That's a lie, Essie. Why does Essie keep you're just a positive Arsenal top gooner in the summer, and now all of a sudden you're turned. But I know the difference. You're Essie, not SR. I know who you are. Don't think you can fool me. You can't fool me. I know you, mate. Stop lying. Stop lying. Big up to Wolfie, who has to hop off.
I gotta drop off. Salam.
Yes.
are you going to finish
Congratulations.
above us?
Yeah.
Are you going to finish above us, Wolfie? Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes, I still
Exactly.
think we will. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see you end of the season.
Hold
We'll
that
see.
title lost again at the City Ground, Habibi. I'll see you guys
That's
later.
my trophy. Finished above Nottingham Forest trophy. I love that.
You can put it next to your Champions League trophy.
Saint
Oh, wait.
Nottingham's Day. Let's go. Why not?
Saying Nottingham. Yalla,
Big
Habibi.
up to you. Big up, Wolfie. Imagine conflating football with business. Crazy copium. Thought it was only Igal. Is what Carlito
Dan
said.
Carlito, my brother, I think you in your utopian world, I think everything is like, it's football, passion. We just the reality is, it is unfortunately a business. The moment the Premier League and all the other clubs let VCs from America and across the world come and own clubs, it is a business. That's why a lot of ask Hassan why he's against FSG. Are they running the club like it's a football club, or are they running it like it's a business? The Glazers, were they running Man United like it's a football club, or were they running it as a business? So we are
FSG
discussing in that
running
sense.
it like a business, the bums.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason I gave the business example, Dan Carlito, was just to show Wolfie's hypocrisy when he says Arteta should have been criticized for the 22-23 season, in a sense, like beyond criticism, like, oh, he should be held accountable for that season, when the reality is he did overachieve. You want to go by football terms? 22-23, the expectation was to finish top 4, or the target was to finish top 4. We finished second and challenged for the league for majority of the season. There,
I'd say
football
Ramadan is
terms,
coming. If you said it, wallahi, then I take it back. And you're not a fraud. Muawiyah, by the way, you sent us a super chat yesterday on Ahwa as soon as we ended the stream. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But unfortunately, we couldn't read it out. As a Liverpool fan, I respect everything has been done by Arteta, who made Arsenal fans start to believe. However, I don't think he can take Arsenal over the bar. You'll never walk alone. Do you agree with this? Is this a fair take by Muawiyah?
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what I said earlier. The reality is it depends on what City do, because if City end up having a shit summer, which is not going to happen, but I mean, I did say that last summer and they ended up having a shit summer, to be honest. But if they end up having a shit summer again, let's say a 5% chance that happens, then yes, he does have a chance, depending on like the players he signs and stuff. But unfortunately, in my opinion, it's never going to be in his hands. If Pep does his job, no matter what Arteta does, I think he will not be able to.
Yeah, but don't forget that City have already said, like, even look at that. I know that some people don't care or rate him. Like Achiveri has come in. That's another number 10 option. Another exciting. Most of the injured players are coming back. Rodri is already training with the football in America. So there is going to be a lot of players coming back. And with Nico added, and all they will need to do is, as Hussam says, if they just go as far as getting vets and just drop him in this team, I think things have just changed. And then don't forget, they already have an agreement for the right back from Juventus. So Cambiaso is
Cambiaso. Yeah.
I know he was injured, but they have an agreement that is coming in. So City will be back. It's just a matter of what Arteta does. Because if City come back, I don't know. I don't think Slot will go down. But no, I'm thinking, what if?
I think it depends on Van Dijk and Salah.
What
These
if
guys
Sam-
leave.
Okay. Yeah, let me ask you, Sam, since we're here.
I'll talk about this now in the Liverpool section. Let me just do these last two
Okay,
super
go
chats.
ahead, yeah.
Because Liverpool is the last section of
Yeah.
the stream. Aboud, you're a fellow chemical engineer? والله I could have never known. As a chemical engineer, وين بتشتغل؟ ADNOC, Gasco, Borouge, where? Tell me. As a chemical engineer, the equipment design of the Arsenal squad is all about the sludge production, and it's not about the product, all effluent and no product. And as the corrosion happens in the steel tanks, because they didn't know that the chemical reactors needed the, stainless steel coating on the inside, Habibi Aboud, you get me? They ended up getting destroyed this season. The problem with this argument is, for 2 years, and I always repeat this because this is the thing that debunks the Arsenal bullshit. For 2 years you were fit, for 2 years you were healthy, and you won nothing. Even if last year you won an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup or a Europa League or something, I would understand. I took it a step further. I said, if Arsenal were top this season, before Saka got injured, and then you fell off, I'd be like, the reason why they fell off is because Saka got injured and they're having a bad luck and blah, blah, blah. But you weren't even top with him there. And that's the issue.
9 points behind. We were 9 points behind.
The season 2020-2021, Liverpool were top of the league in January. Matip out, Gomez out, Van Dijk out to the end of the season. And then I say, okay, we were unlucky. I can make that claim because we were top before they got injured. But Arsenal fans can't make that claim because even with the good situation, it's not there. And as a chemical engineer, Aboud, we know, me and you both, that ideal situations don't exist in reality. Only in the lab, but lab is not real life. So that's.
Can I just say this, guys? Honestly, just to put context, I've already made it clear, so you guys don't. I mean, I don't care what the comments will say. They'll say whatever they need to say. I've already said that what we need to do in the summer. But I will say it is insane how we say things like Arsenal were destroyed. Arsenal have had the most embarrassing season, biggest banter club. And the biggest banter club is like, oh, you finished second.
Biggest banter club is Manchester United by far. No.
Okay, fair. Yeah, but that's not what other rivals say. But anyways, my point is the fact
they drew 2-2 to Everton and we went like good result. What more of a bigger bitch you want? I'm being honest.
But my point,
these guys drew to Everton and we told them good result. Arsenal drew 0-0 with Everton. We said bad result. How could you? But there is levels to this game. As much as,
but that's my point.
We're gonna cook Arsenal this summer, but me, listen, Man United, I'm gonna drown them this summer. If you're a Man United fan, fucking block me, bro. I'm gonna be so irritating. Let me just grab this one and then we'll just talk about Liverpool for a bit and we'll wrap up. I know Patrick has to go as well. We won't keep you for too long, Patrick. You get me? Just 10 minutes Liverpool and then we'll
No. Me, I have 5 minutes, not 10 minutes.
Okay, Khala, we'll do 5 minutes with you. Peters follows performance periodization, less intense training in between games, big shift from Klopp is what Ronald is saying. That's why you have to give credit where credit is due. And that's my point. You have to be humble and respectful in defeat and look at yourself in the mirror. Hussam last season had 15 injuries, 9 points from VAR mistakes. And I said sign players in the summer, mate. That's what I said. I didn't say, oh my God, we are so unlucky. I was never one of those Liverpool fans, ever. I spent the whole summer cussing the club. That's not a Liverpool fan who believes we were unlucky in that thing, and I don't believe that. You get me? So
if you win the league and the Champions League, will you concede? FSG might be knowing what they do, might know what they're doing.
No. No.
We don't want to open it again because Patrick.
I don't want to open up this can of worms again. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Everyone, please do subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Everyone, please hit the like button. Love to every single person in the chat. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And final segment, Liverpool Football Club. My club. I want to answer Patrick's question for next season. Go ahead, Patrick. What's your question? I think I know.
I was just asking that because I don't know the Salah thing staying. I look at it as it's not going to happen. But what if he leaves and Trent? I know people don't rate Trent at all, but I rate him. Even though I used to make fun of him for years, but I see there's a use for him in the team. Even though he's useless as a defender, but It is what it is, man. Sometimes you're talented going forward.
Hey,
but you're not-
City Pool, relax, City Pool.
Oh yeah, so I forgot. He's balanced. Okay, what if he goes to Madrid? Because he's pregnant for Madrid, and Madrid fans, obviously, wait, before I move on forward, I'm gonna watch Hussam closely also, because Hussam has been fighting. Who used to fight with me on Twitter when I used to abuse Trent. If Trent goes to Madrid, I want to watch Hussam closely. If he switches on Trent, as I said, this guy's a shit defender. I'd like to see that. But I'm saying, let's say Trent leaves and Salah leaves eventually. Maybe he goes to Saudi, finally accepts that bag. Van Dijk stays. Alisson obviously is part of the backbone, stays. Do you think you've got enough to continue competing? Do you think Slot has got enough, if he goes in the summer and buy a few players, enough to fix this team to still compete? That's if you buy a striker.
Salah leaves, we don't win the league next season under any circumstances.
So basically, he's
Salah is responsible for way too much when it comes to our forward line.
You'd rather him stay. Let's say, okay. Let me flip it. What if Van Dijk leaves? And
I'm gonna come to that.
Yes.
No, same thing. Salah, Van Dijk leaving both. If Van Dijk leaves next season, we also don't win the league.
So it's both.
Really?
It's none of the one.
I think if Van
Dijk,
leaves,
if you look at Van Dijk, and I want to do this, Ashraf, next Liverpool game, just watch him for a period of like 4 minutes when we have a high line or when we are parked a bit more compact. He's the one keeping everyone in check. You know, if it wasn't for Van Dijk, Robertson would fuck up the offside line every single time.
Yeah. So
he's genuinely the reason. His leadership on the pitch and the way that he operates as a centre back. No one that we can get as Liverpool, like from the type of player we buy, that can replace him. If Van Dijk leaves, no league next season. If Salah leaves, no league next season. Simple.
But Trent is Trent can.
Yeah, but Trent, here's the thing. I rate Trent highly, and Ashraf will tell you from the start of the season, I'm saying, listen, I think Trent will go to Real Madrid. I have never ever been like someone who lied to myself. That's the biggest club in the world. I understand. You want to go to Real Madrid? I accept. I know where you're coming from. But it's factually, objectively, a lot easier to replace a right back than it is to replace a right winger who's having an all-timer season about to break Henry record, and a center back that people are putting next to Rio, Terry, the best of the best.
Yeah, true.
There's a reason.
Bro, if you
those
guys
two are very difficult to replace.
If you go sign Ashraf Hakimi, I don't think there's any drop off in your performance as a right back. Yeah, I know he doesn't cross the way Trent does, but he can give you all the things that Trent cannot give. So, I agree with you.
Willing to give
okay, I agree with you. If we sell Van Dijk, who do we buy? Liverpool Football Club. You know how we operate. Who will we buy? Hoyson from Bournemouth. That's honest name we've been linked with. Now what? Yalla, tell me.
Honestly, okay, you won't get him because I don't think Spurs will sell. But if you guys could get Mickey Van de Ven, nowhere near as good as Van Dijk.
We didn't want him. But 2 years ago, he wanted to come to us, but we didn't want him. Before he went to Spurs, because of his injury record, we didn't want him.
Hakimi just signed a new deal. Somebody said that. I was about to ask you, Ashraf, that would they let Hakimi go? They love him at PSG.
Sorry. I didn't know he signed a new deal. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Hakimi.
Maybe how many people signed a new deal and then got sold in the summer?
Bradley is good.
No, not Khlefi. Khlefi doesn't do that. Trust me, bro. You know him. He doesn't let players go that easy. If they sign a new deal,
but Nasser Khlefi is friends with Mohamed Salah. One call, Wasta.
Doesn't matter. No, what
wait, how
Wasta. Hello, كيف حالك ناصر حبيبي? Listen, bring me Ashraf معي. And he go like, let's go.
If anything, Khalifi will probably get Salah to PSG. He'll give how much are they not giving you? $500,000? I'll give you 600.
I think the right back we end up signing if Trent leaves is Vanderson.
Yeah, but wait. Let me say something to
I don't think so. I think you start Conor Bradley.
Hussam, isn't this the same Liverpool that as soon as you hit a certain age, Ashraf, I think we've also seen this before. It doesn't matter who you are. When you reach a certain age, Liverpool doesn't like to give you a big contract because right now Van Dijk is 33, 10 and 34. So, what sort of contract are they going to give him? Are they just going to give him the one where we give you 1 year and we'll see how things go? Because I remember there's been big players in your team that were given the you're too old treatment.
Patrick, no one as big as Van Dijk and Salah. These guys are not the guys you're talking about are like Mane, Firmino, and stuff, which yes, I get they're legends, but they are replaceable. Salah and Van Dijk are probably They're great. I know Sam will not accept this, but it is the reality. No matter what he likes to say, he's just being deluded if he says no. Salah is their greatest ever player, at least in the Premier League era, not Gerrard.
He is,
And Van Dijk is without a question, along with Alan Hansen, probably one of their best ever defenders. So the reality is, I don't think the owners are going to look at it like these guys have to still apply to the rule. Like they'll look at it as these guys are an exception. It's fine. We'll give them that contract. I just don't know why it's taking that long.
We've been
Look,
making
I'm praying the
scientific
fumble.
analogies all stream. W equal mg is a law in physics. Your weight is your mass times 9.8 newtons. That law of physics does not apply on the moon. Every single law has an exception. Every single law has an exception. And if you're not the exception to the law, then there's a problem. We can't replace Salah like for like. We can't replace him not like for like either. Because of something that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, it's called presence. Salah is someone who could win you a game at the Etihad, at the Emirates, in the Santiago Bernabeu, at the San Siro. He's someone who could take the game by the scruff of the neck when you have no hope whatsoever, and boom, give you something. And that's the thing. And it's the same with Van Dijk, presence. Lautaro Martinez didn't want to dribble past Van Dijk. Lautaro Martinez was running towards Van Dijk, stopped running in the middle of running because he saw Van Dijk, like, oh shit, let me pass back. That is something you can't buy. You get me? And that's
but then what are you going to do, Hassan, when Salah leaves then eventually?
Yeah, Habibi, this is, I'm
got
talking about right now. I don't need to answer for 3 years from now. I think both of them still have 3 years at...
Nah, don't say 3 years. Come on. He's 34.
No, I'll tell you.
Yeah, 3 years is a long time.
Both of them take care of their bodies. Okay? Both of them are getting rotated well in the slot system. Both of them, alhamdulillah, does not have a bad injury record or anything. Van Dijk, the only time he got injured was literally when Pickford, Booker T scissor kicked him. You know, so that's the only time. Other than that, like, they've been fit for most of the time. And that's why, for me, it's worth it. If I give them a 3-year contract, do I take a risk of them falling off in the 3rd year? Yes. And when they do fall off, I'll make that decision. Who can replace him? Who should I get? Blah, blah, blah. As things stand, I don't need to think of that.
Be careful. Imagine it doesn't take 3 years.
Imagine, okay, I'll ask you both a question. Ask you both. Forget asking me. Let's say Salah stays at Liverpool next season and he's only 80% of what he currently is. Name a player in the world right now who's better than 80% Salah. Tell me.
Oh, Mama Mush. I'm joking.
On the right wing or generally?
A forward line player who's better than 80% Salah.
Vini.
Yeah, I would say Mbappe. I think Mbappe.
Tell me, I'm not telling you
Vini
can't.
Jr.
Well, Vini, who
I
else?
think Mbappe, Vini Jr. And if Lamine Yamal explodes even more next season, maybe Lamine Yamal could get there as well.
Yeah,
Hey,
forgot about Yamal.
Perfect. Those 3 are better than 80% Salah. No problem. I'm not even going to argue. Okay. Which of those 3 are we going to get?
Yeah, none. The answer
It's literally fucking pointless, bro. That's my point.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
It's pointless. Even if he's at 80, and the year after he's at 70%. Hello? 70%.
But
am I going to get Saka? No.
Yeah, but
am I going to get Rodrigo? No. Am I going to get any of these guys? No. So what's the point?
Yeah, but look at
4 years from now, let's say Salah is regressing and he gets 16 goals and 13 assists. That's still better than like 3 quarters.
Yeah, but look at City now. Look at KDB. He's gone now.
You might end up like has a bad injury record.
Oh yeah, you might be right. What about Walker? Your Van Dijk might become your Walker.
Okay, Patrick, you're taking the piss now.
I think Rafinha can replace Salah like next season or the season after.
But
like,
and not maybe because of his age.
How old is he?
He's 28 right now, I think.
Rafinha.
Oh shit! I thought he's like 25, 26. Okay, fair enough.
Let me check now.
Age.
Let me check.
Yeah, he's 28. You're right. He's 28.
Yeah.
Damn.
We don't buy 28-year-olds.
Yeah, then no way.
This
no
guy
way.
already.
And Lamine Yamal, you'll never be able to afford him. So yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not selling. Oh, you know what? You can. I was about to say Ansu Fati.
What?
LFC will miss some of Trent's passing. Big up to you, Ronald, again. Let me just do these 2 super chats and then we wrap up the stream. I'm gonna end it.
They haven't missed.
LFC will miss some of Trent's passing, but both fullback positions can be improved. Also, new centre back, centre midfielder, and 2 followers will come in. Salah and Van Dijk stay, by the way. Announcement linked to club accounts and Trent noise. there is a conspiracy going around that the only reason why they're not announcing it is because they don't want all the negative energy towards Trent right now, which I understand. But we do need. I think if Salah goes, 90% of the fans will turn on the owners, and the owners are not ready for that smoke. Because despite the fact that Liverpool fans are slow to turn, some of them, if they do turn, FSG are in big trouble. That's reality, and they know it. You greedy bastards! Enough is enough. Go look at what happened when they raised ticket prices. So, I think just for pure PR reasons, they have to keep both Salah and Van Dijk. And by the way, even monetarily, since we're doing an accountancy stream, even from a monetary perspective, whatever wages you're going to pay them and signing on bonus for the next 2 years, it's going to cost significantly more to replace them. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. So, yeah. Chemical engineer here too. What is this? The chemical engineer conference? Me, Matt, Gimme, Abood. Who else is an engineer in the chat? Pull up. If you're an engineer in the chat, pull up right now. Step up right now. Tell us if you're an engineer. Damn. You get me? It's the chemical engineer, get along here. Anyway, listen, we're going to wrap up the stream. Big up to every single one of you guys. Ashraf Talks Football is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. True City Fan is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. Forest Fan TV is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. Next episode of this, inshallah, will be during Ramadan. So big up to all of you guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Twinny's head is so hot right now that he thinks software engineer does not count. Of course it counts, you bum. Of course it counts.
Yeah, what?
Because it's a fucking engineer, you bum. No, architect doesn't count. Architect is like in between a science and an engineer.
Yeah, don't try to sneak in. Don't try to sneak in.
Yeah, don't try to sneak in.
No, it's a good degree. It's definitely a good degree, but yeah,
it's a good degree, of course. She gets paid well, Jenny. Big up to her, but yeah, it's still not an engineer.
Somebody said yoga. Yeah, come on. Let's...
Oh, red line at the
The yoga instructor, by the way, Senegalese yoga instructor. He's wearing yoga pants as he's watching the stream right now. Anyway, I'm gonna be back at 8 p.m. UK time, inshallah, for the This Means More stream. And I'm going on Kopish, and this stream is going to take you over to the top 6 channel as well, to the top 6 thing as well. So yeah, love you all, and see you guys later.